Artificial intelligence is taking over everything, and now people are using it to do their taxes. But what happens when AI goes up against a real IRS auditor? Today, I'm going to walk you through a real story of someone who trusted AI to prepare their taxes and ended up with a $100,000 mistake they never saw coming. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly why AI is not a substitute for a real tax professional who knows your specific situation. Hey, I'm Paulette with PRF Tax Service. I help freelancers, gig workers, and small business owners navigate taxes without the stress year round. Hit subscribe if you're new here because I post real tax strategies every Tuesday and Thursday that are designed to save you money and keep you out of trouble with the IRS. Now let's talk about AI and taxes. First, I want to be fair. AI tools have come a long way. They're impressive. They can answer general tax questions, help you organize information, and even walk you through basic tax concepts. I use AI tools myself in my business. So this is not an anti-AI video. This is a reality check video because here's what AI cannot do. AI cannot ask you the right follow up questions based on what you just told it. AI cannot look at your specific business, your specific life situation, and spot the deductions you didn't know to mention. AI cannot represent you if the IRS comes knocking. And AI cannot take responsibility when something goes wrong. Now, let me tell you what happened to this person. He was a freelance software developer, making good money, around $180,000 a year from multiple clients. He decided to use an AI tax tool to prepare his return because it seemed fast, easy, and affordable. He answered the questions it asked him, he uploaded his 1099s, he reviewed the summary it generated. It looked right to him. He filed. The problem was what the AI didn't ask him. It didn't ask him whether he had a dedicated home office. He did, a full room in his house used exclusively for his software development work. That deduction alone was worth thousands of dollars. It didn't ask him about his professional development expenses. He had spent over $8,000 on courses, certifications, and technical books directly related to his work, all deductible, never claimed. It didn't ask about his equipment purchases. He had bought a high end computer, two monitors, a standing desk, and specialized software licenses throughout the year. Section 179 would have allowed him to deduct the full cost immediately. The AI didn't know to ask. It didn't ask about his retirement contributions. He hadn't set up a SEP-IRA yet, but if someone had walked him through it, he could have contributed up to 25% of his net income and taken a massive deduction that would have dramatically reduced his tax bill. And it didn't catch a critical error. One of his clients had issued a 1099 with an incorrect amount, $12,000 higher than what he actually received. He didn't catch it. The AI didn't catch it. He reported the inflated number and overpaid taxes on $12,000 he never actually earned. When a tax professional finally reviewed his return the following year, they found all of it: the missed deductions, the retirement opportunity, the incorrect 1099. When they calculated what he should have paid versus what he actually paid, the difference was over $100,000 across 2 years of filing with the AI tool. $100,000. Now, here's the most important thing I want you to understand about this story. The AI tool didn't lie to him. It didn't make things up. It processed exactly what he gave it and asked exactly the questions it was programmed to ask. The problem is that it wasn't programmed to know what it didn't know about his situation, and it had no way of knowing what questions to ask that he didn't know to answer. This is the fundamental limitation of AI in tax preparation. It is reactive, it responds to what you give it. A skilled tax professional is proactive. They dig, they ask follow up questions. They know what to look for based on your industry, your income level, your business structure, and your life circumstances. Let me give you some specific examples of what a tax professional catches that AI typically misses. First, industry specific deductions. Every industry has deductions that are specific to that type of work. Freelance photographers have different deductions than freelance writers. Gig drivers have different considerations than consultants. A tax professional who works with your type of business knows what to look for. An AI tool asks generic questions. Second, life changes that affect your taxes. Got married, had a baby, bought a house, started a new side hustle, moved to a different state. Each of these events has significant tax implications. A tax professional asks about your year. An AI tool processes your documents. Third, incorrect 1099s. This happens more often than people realize. Clients make mistakes, amounts get reported incorrectly. A tax professional reviews your 1099s against your actual records and catches discrepancies. Most AI tools simply accept whatever numbers you input. Fourth, retirement planning as a tax strategy. For self employed people, retirement contributions are one of the most powerful tax reduction tools available. A tax professional proactively discusses this with you. An AI tool may mention it, but it won't walk you through the math of what you could save and help you decide how much to contribute based on your full financial picture. Fifth, amended returns. If you've been using AI or basic tax software for years and you've been missing deductions, you may be able to go back and amend prior returns to claim refunds. The IRS gives you 3 years. A tax professional can review your prior returns and identify opportunities. An AI tool won't do this for you. Sixth, audit representation. If the IRS audits you, an AI tool cannot help you. A tax professional, specifically an enrolled agent, CPA, or tax attorney, can represent you before the IRS and handle the entire process on your behalf. This alone is worth the cost of working with a professional if you ever need it. Here's the bottom line: AI is a tool. It's a useful tool for some things, but your taxes are not a place to cut corners, especially when you're self employed, running a business, or have a complicated financial situation. The deductions you miss, the mistakes you make, and the opportunities you overlook when you file without professional guidance can cost you far more than the cost of hiring someone who knows what they're doing. The developer in this story lost $100,000 over 2 years. The cost of working with a tax professional for those 2 years, a fraction of that. If you've been using AI or tax software to file your self employed taxes and you're not sure whether you're leaving money on the table, let's find out together. I have free 15-minute consultations available, and the link is in the description. There's no pressure and no obligation, just an honest conversation about your situation. And grab the free tax savings checklist in the description too. It covers the most commonly missed deductions so you can see right now what you might be missing. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you ever used AI or tax software to file your self employed taxes? I want to hear your experience. I read every single comment. Subscribe if you haven't already. New videos every Tuesday and Thursday. I'll see you in the next one.